Hey guys, today we're reacting to two videos today. The first one we're going to be reacting to is Salty's Stormy Tale. So I do not own Thomas and Friends. Mattel owns everything, and let's get started.
Engines love working when the sun shines. One day, Thomas and Percy were helping Salty at the docks.
Okay.
But Salty was worried.
Okay, please don't hate me on this, but this is kind of why I never liked this version of the Thomas and Friends series, why I preferred the CGI. Because I liked how the characters could talk themselves. There was less narration. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a lot of these episodes from the original models. But there are some episodes I wish the characters would talk more in, if you get what I mean. Anyways, let's continue.
It may be sunny now, matey, but there be a storm coming.
Salty says
It may be sunny now, matey, but there be a storm coming.
Oh no, are they mocking?
There be a fierce storm on the way, Captain!
Oh
no! Salty knew they were making fun of him. He felt sad.
Oh.
Later, Sir Topham had arrived.
Never make fun of anybody behind their backs. Just because if you make fun of someone, doesn't mean they're not listening. I've had this happen to me where I've had friends that I've cared about make fun of me behind their backs. So it's not great. So just because you make fun of someone doesn't mean that they're not going to find out. Doesn't mean that they're not listening. So that's why, like the golden rule says, treat others the way you want to be treated. So, like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So, but I feel like Thomas and Percy were huge jerks at that point. Anyways, let's continue.
I want you to fetch Fergus from the smelter's yard, he said.
Ooh.
His driver doesn't know the line. Aye, aye, sir, replied Salty sadly.
Oh,
Salty was glad he was going to the smelters. He didn't want to stay where he wasn't liked. What's wrong? Asked Emily. Nobody likes to be made fun of by silly tank engines. And he huffed away.
Oh, tell me Emily gives them a piece of her mind.
Emily knew she had to find Thomas and Percy immediately.
Give them a piece of their minds! Give them a piece of your
dark
mind!
clouds, matey, whistled Thomas.
Video call my friends in laptop
storm
time.
on the way, Captain, peeped Percy. Emily was cross. It's not nice to copy the way others speak. You hurt Salty's feelings. We were just having fun, said Percy. We'll say sorry to him, added Thomas.
Go, Emily. This is why I like Emily. She's like a mother to these engines. I mean, like, the bossy side of her, yeah, that could have had a bit of improvement. But I love the mother side of Emily. She's awesome.
But Salty was nowhere to be found. Thomas and Percy were worried.
Shout out to my friend Green Ninja Lloyd who just tried to message me. Shout out to you, buddy.
Fergus was waiting for Salty when he arrived at the smelters. Right on time, congratulated Fergus. Aye, but there's a storm coming, said Salty. We must hurry. Soon they were hooked up and on their way home.
There they go.
Salty was right about the storm. It was a fierce one. The ships at sea depend upon the lighthouse to keep them safely off the rocks. But now there was trouble.
Yeah, that's not good.
The lighthouse lamp has gone out, cried the captain. Salty and Fergus were fighting their way through the wind and rain.
That's not good.
Then Salty saw a lantern ahead. The lighthouse keeper was waiting for him. Our lighthouse lamp has gone out. Our generator is broken. Salty had an idea. Fergus has a flywheel. It could power the generator. Hurry, shouted the lighthouse keeper. Fergus's flywheel was attached to the generator shaft. Without the lighthouse, the ship was steaming towards the rocks. Fergus was working as fast as he could. Finally, the generator came back to life. The lighthouse beam shone across the stormy sea once more. Just in time! Hard to starboard, matey! Salty's idea had saved the day.
Hey, goes.
Fergus worked hard until first light.
Must have been exhausted.
The next morning, Salty and Fergus chugged back to the docks. They were surprised to see a crowd waiting for them. "Thank you," said the captain. "You saved our ship."
Give me a sec, everybody. Give me a sec, everybody. Just give me. Sorry about that, guys. My dad just had to have me make sure the dogs were okay.
"Well done," boomed Sir Topham Hatt. Salty was very proud. "We're sorry if we hurt your feelings," puffed Thomas. "We were only copying you because we think you're grand." "Then say no more, me hearties," replied Salty happily. Now they will all work together and have fun together, as good friends should.
I'm not gonna lie, Salty sounds like a pirate. Like, he sounds just like a pirate. Is it just me? Or, I don't know, just the way he said that, it... Sorry. Salty sounds like a pirate more than a sailorman. So, I don't know, do sailormen talk like that? I don't know. I just, when I hear someone talk like that, I think pirate. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, this next one we're about to react to is called A Holiday for Daisy. So let's get started.
Holiday makers flock to the beaches to cool off from the heat of the sun.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Harwick is one of these places that passengers flock to on Daisy, the diesel rail car. She loves this time of the year, but this year the hot weather was intense and the workload of passengers was getting fuller and fuller by the ton. This wasn't the only job she had to do. Often before her passenger run, she has to take a van full of letters and parcels for Hugh to take to the sorting office at Kelsport Road.
Okay.
And of course that too was very heavy for her to take as well. At last she had enough. "I need a holiday," she groaned one morning. "Daisy, you know we just can't have holidays. If we have holidays like the passengers do, then how else can they get to their destinations? That's easy. They have their cars and buses. They should take care of the workload." "Oh, Daisy," sighed Ryan, and he puffed away.
I agree with Ryan. Daisy, quit complaining and do your freaking job! It's called a job for a reason!
Daisy arrived at the big station as usual with her mail van. Just then, Worsdale puffed past pulling Hero. "Hero, where are you going?" "To the works. I humble boilering." "So you're going on holiday?" "I guess," chuckled Hero.
Oh no!
As Hero...
I just have a bad feeling that Daisy's gonna try something. I'm sorry. I feel like Daisy's gonna try something stupid. I don't know why. I have a bad feeling. If you ever have a bad feeling, listen to that gut feeling, because you never know.
And Worsdale disappeared around the corner. Daisy was given an idea.
See? Bad idea! We're gonna skip this because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright claim.
Dear, my motor is getting
Oh,
She
no!
groaned. The driver went to look at her engine.
Oh,
And then he started her up. But instead of hearing a spluttering engine, her motor started smoothly without any problem. "Sure sounds fine to me," he said. "Drat," she huffed. But the next day, when her driver returned to work again, she said, "Don't stop
my
me,
goodness,
driver."
stop!
"Why not?" he asked. "My springs are getting rusty, and if I move at a fast pace, I'll have them loose." Her driver then looked under Daisy and found nothing. "Your springs are fine, Daisy. In fact, they are as good as gold in my book." She growled. But the next day, she then said,
Oh my goodness!
broken from putting that mail."
Okay, Daisy needs to stop! None of this is working! Stop!
"And yesterday, sir,
Oh
I like to go to
my
the work."
goodness!
Oh, every day is another excuse for you to
just
holiday,
stop!
Daisy. Annoyed the little bland since Hero left for the works because of his boiler ache. All your excuses have to leave our work each morning, and I am for one getting sick of it. There's nothing wrong with you. Daisy was disappointed,
thank
but she
you.
knew her driver was right, and she rolled away to collect her.
Thank you! You tell
Later
her!
that day, she met Duck at the big station. Hello, Daisy. What's with a long face? Daisy mentioned her various ideas so she could have a holiday. Oh, Duck chortled. I understand what it's like to have a holiday. One summer, the Little Western was blocked by a landslide, and I had to stay in the shed for a while until the line was cleared. At first, it was nice to have a bit of a break, but as the week got longer and longer, they started to get quite boring. You should be lucky that you get to move around, Daisy. Some engines don't have it easy, you know.
Thank you,
Daisy
Doc.
went on with her work, trying not to think about holidays. But then something unexpected happened. As she rolled into Harvard, her driver applied the brakes, but nothing happened. Daisy noticed this as well and was rather shocked as they came nearer and nearer to the bus stop. Driver, stop! She wailed. I'm trying! He then turned off her engine, but it was too late. She wailed. Emergency services came to see if any of the passengers were hurt. Miraculously, Daisy's driver and her passengers were not hurt. That controller came to see her as well. Daisy, you'll have to go to the works to have your brakes mended. I'll send Douglas to take you there. Yes, sir, replied Daisy sadly. Cheer up, replied the fat controller. You've been working extra hard so far during the summer, and I'm very pleased with you. Your driver had told me about your little fibs just to use as an excuse for a holiday. And while I don't approve of lying on my railway, I think you at least deserve a break since you haven't been fibbing recently. Oh, thank you, sir, replied Daisy happily. Later, Douglas shunted her into a side works.
I like that Douglas is blue. I'm
The
sorry.
workshop was very busy dealing with other engines, coaches, and trucks who were in need of repairs, and Daisy was left in the siding for her turn. Feels good to have a bit of a break, she said to herself. I don't mind a bit of waiting. But seconds turned into minutes, and minutes turned into hours, and hours had turned into days, and days had turned into weeks. Daisy was now becoming bored, and soon
See? What did Duck say? Like, she's starting to regret it now!
couldn't understand what Duck had told her a few weeks before. Can I please know when it's my turn? She said to a workman crossly. I have been out of this stinking heat for weeks now, and the patience under this blazing sun is really making me lose my temper. Please, when is it my turn? Today. Oh, thank you, she replied calmly. Daisy
Victor!
was then transferred to the shed.
Did you see the look on Victor's face? He's like, yeah, let's get this done. Oh, Daisy's, like, first she complains about having a holiday, and now she just wants to get back to work. Oh, make up your mind!
And set to work at once. When she was fitted with new brakes, she made her way back to home. She was given a great reception.
I like Donald the Duckless.
Oh my, thank you. Welcome back, Daisy, whistled Duck. Here was your holiday at the works, he said with a snicker. Daisy rolled her eyes and said, "You probably be bored by it." Duck didn't say anything. He knew exactly what she meant.
Because she got bored. Just goes to show you, be careful what you wish for. You might not exactly like what you get. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's video. This is Gabriel 101, signing out. Adios, everybody.